Dr. Alex Chioma Oti OFR, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of Abia State. After many months in the drawing board, we are now moving to the field of play. Your Excellency, it's with nostalgia that I recall that when you took over the reins of leadership in Abia State, just a little over a year ago, the courts were all locked down due to the industrial action arising from the non-payment of arrears of salary of the staff of the judiciary and a general neglect of the justice sector. That is all history now, as the welfare of judiciary and infrastructural development are clearly on the front burner. It's also part of our history that for more than a decade, the judiciary was forgotten, with no infrastructural project initiated or commissioned within the time frame. Your Excellency, this too has changed with this epoch-making event. As we may all recall, the court building that stood at this site was a donation from the host community and did not have any improvement for over 4 decades, while it was used as a court. And we can see the photograph of what it looked like a few weeks ago before it was demolished. Today's flag off of the construction of model court buildings is a testament to Your Excellency's vision of a new Abia built on an efficient and effective administration of justice. There is no gainsaying that without an efficient justice delivery system, there cannot be peace and sustainable economic or social development. The proposed model court building have been properly designed to cater for the need of the stakeholders and the current realities of the justice sector. We have consulted also properly with all stakeholders and end users to ensure that they serve the need for which they are being built. The model court building, when completed, will have a robing room for lawyers, and that's why we have the MBA. We have to consult them. A decent robing room for lawyers with bathrooms and all of that lawyers would have, so that when they're in court, they are not under pressure to putting their wigs and gown the wrong way. So each of those court halls or court buildings would have a robing room for lawyers. It will have a holding room as well for inmates from the correctional facility. So this present state of events where we keep them either somewhere behind the court or in the the vehicles that they used to bring them in. So each of those houses, court houses, has a decent place where the inmates from the correctional facility would be. We also have rooms for ADR and pre-trial. So if you have pre-trial sessions or you have ADR or the court has ordered for some settlement proceedings to go on, just from the courtroom, that's why it's called a multi-court sector. You can actually get to the ADR courtroom and you sit down there with the parties and possibly get mediation or resolution of those issues. Adequate provision has also been made for the judicial officers. So you will find that there is proper accommodation for the judge. Within the judge's chambers, you have the judge's robing room. You have decent space for utilities for the judge. So it's a decent and comfortable arrangement that has been made for the judge or magistrate that will sit there. Also for the legal assistants, there has been a provision made for the judicial assistants and legal assistants who would have to support the judge in the work that the court will have to do. We're also taking time to ensure that the facilities have adequate provision of natural light and ventilation. Some of the court halls we have today, and if you go to Aba and Uwanna, you find what is there. They don't have good ventilation. The judges use rechargeable lamp most times, even during the day, because of the lighting problem we have. We have taken good note of that, and that has been corrected in this structure that we have put together. So there will be natural light, there will be good ventilation in all the court halls. When completed, the court hall will have little dependence on the national grid. If you look at the roof, it's sloping to one end. The reason why it's sloping to one end is because most of it will be covered with the solar panels. So we have taken time to ensure that the court relies more on solar energy. So from the design stage, adequate attention has been paid to the energy needs of the court, because it will rely more on solar energy, the provision being made for air conditioners, other facilities, recording facilities will be energy efficient, and we have taken good, we've paid very good attention to all of that. In the 21st century, there's a need to ensure that the court buildings are technologically friendly. As the Abia State Judiciary prepares to embrace digitalization, the court building has also been designed and envisioned to adapt to the new world. Very soon, we have been engaging the judiciary to transit to e-filing, judicial information management system, and I'm sure that very soon His Excellency will give his approval to make sure that this court will be fitting for the new generation, the new world that is ahead of us. May I then thank His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti OFR for being mindful of the need of the judiciary and for being a judiciary-friendly governor. These state-of-the-art facilities will definitely create a very conducive environment for legal proceedings and the administration of justice in Abia State. Thank you, and thank you, Your Excellency. Abians are truly grateful for this